Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Style and Gives a weekly podcast with Rachel Kimball
and Tara Coughlin.
We're coming to you with the latest fashion ideas, news, style updates, life's challenges, life's wins, our giving hearts, and of course, a whole lot of laughter and positive vibes. Those positive vibes are ringing to you. Well, we're going to talk about fashion in 2023. We're going to talk about styles, trends, the colors, the collections. But first, we've got to talk about the Grammys.
The Grammys.
We can't.
It was a good one.
Oh my goodness, I loved it. Trevor Noah. I mean, I thought he did a good job as MC. He looked fabulous.
I think he looked great. Yeah, I loved him. At first, I was a little confused by his accent, and then I was like, "Oh wait,
He's South African, right?
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, I liked him a lot.
He made I think he made a comment when he was with Harry Styles that he was from South Africa. I believe he said that. But yeah, he was wearing an ivory Gucci tuxedo with black pants and this like amazing brooch. I thought it looked really good.
I'm loving the brooches.
I know there were a ton of them on men. I loved it. And Beyonce made history with winning 32 total awards. She has won the most Grammys.
It was awesome.
I know.
Did you notice that she was fashionably late?
She was.
Was
I
think
it's because she didn't win for Lemonade or didn't get nominated or whatever happened there. And then Renaissance, I thought is amazing. So I don't know. Maybe that was her saying
that was
you wait for me,
right?
Maybe maybe that was it. But gosh, I love her. Yeah, and then let's see, Kim Petras and Sam Smith. Well, Kim won and she was the first transgender woman to win a Grammy in the best pop duo group. So it was awesome. She looked beautiful. I thought they both looked awesome in red. And I felt like there was a lot of red.
There was a lot of red.
I mean, I felt like
Lizzo.
And then, yeah,
Adele.
Lizzo. Oh, yes. It was like a burgundy velvet, which,
yes.
I thought that looked really good. Who did that dress? I'm trying to think. Let me see if I have it written down. I swore I did.
I didn't write that.
But I don't know if Louis Vuitton.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Should have known.
It looked really, really good on her.
Awesome.
First, I thought the ruffle was a bit much, but then once she started moving, it just moved with her. Didn't you feel the same thing?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was all crazy to me. All the fashion was crazy and wild and just over the top. And
I would agree. And I liked the 50 years of hip hop. That was fun. Like when
fun.
Salt-N-Pepa came out, I was like, yo, baby, hot. I started in right there. I was so great. And I thought they all looked amazing. Like there was, I don't know who was wearing that Louis Vuitton, like wool. It was like, he had on all like ivory and then had that jacket over it. He just looked fantastic. But I did think all the performers looked great. I loved Bad Bunny.
I like that he opened the show.
I know.
Cool.
I was moving and grooving.
I was like, okay, this is different.
Yeah, I really did like how, he really brought the level, they started at a really high level. And so then they kind of had to keep that. And I loved what he said when he won. I just made this album with love and passion. When you do things with love and passion, everything is easier. I thought that was one of the best things that I heard the whole night.
Great, yeah.
That was really moving to me. And I do want to talk about Harry Styles because
the jumpsuits. It was like jumpsuit after another. He was rocking it.
I know, like the rainbow harlequin pattern plunging jumpsuit, which was custom made by Egon Lab with Swarovski crystals all over it. I mean, at first I was like, "Whoa, hey!" But it works.
It works for him. It's all crazy and wild what he does, but it works and he can do it.
I know. And then what was even crazier is I was like, "Oh, that looks so good." And then when he changed this, because he had 3 looks, and then he changed into like the short, like cropped suit jacket with the beige wide leg pants and the metallic top. I was like, oh, he looks even better. Like that's like, and then
and then the 2-piece, like the silver set.
That was incredible. I mean,
awesome.
With the way
I would wear it. So
I know, and it moved so well. It was like dripping in silver crystals strands. I guess it was like strands.
Did you notice a lot of that though?
I did. There's a lot of
strands of like metal and beads and
yes, because J-Lo's dress was Gucci. Okay. Gucci. I didn't think it was Gucci when she walked out.
I didn't know it was either. I had to look it up. But when she came out, I was like, wow. It was a lot. But, I mean, she can pull off anything. But she looked amazing. I loved all the ruffle. A lot of side slit dresses.
I would agree. And I thought, I mean, I'm glad that she picked navy. You're right with the dripping metals. Like there was a lot of that fringe metal, which, you know, and sequins and just, I mean, it was fun. We need that. We need more color and a lot of color. And I love that. Of course, we talked about Brooches on Men. Trevor, I loved it. Steve Lacy. I mean, he was in that Saint Laurent suit, double-breasted suit. He looked fantastic. And then I just have to like say Nile Rodgers was in like a Dior and Chanel, that neon green suit. And he had the Chanel beret and the Chanel brooch. I was like, dude, he's got this.
He's training for the colors.
He is, right? You're right. I mean, he's right on point for this season with that lime green. And I mean, I thought he was really, really good. He just looked like he was having a good time and he looked happy. And I don't, that color like exudes like I'm happy when I see lime green. I'm like, whoa, hey, you know, it was like a popsicle. It was so amazing that color was. So a lot of silver and sparkle, bold sequence, obviously neon, which that was more of a neon.
I had a feeling that was going to be coming out.
I think Kelsey Ballerina in that neon yellow dress. I don't know if you saw that.
I missed her.
They didn't. Yeah, it was. I actually saw it in a picture after. I didn't see her like in the.
I didn't even see her at all.
But she walked the carpet and she looked great. And then Cardi B in that bright blue.
Okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
I mean, how did she move?
I don't know. She has to like lay down in a limo and they just pull her out. Because I have no idea how that even works. Or she's putting it on behind a stage before she walks the carpet.
They should put that at the Met Gala. That dress. I mean,
it was unbelievable. It's a piece of art.
It is.
And she carries herself so well in it. You know, I really thought she looked great. The silver and sparkle. Did you see Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly?
They're crazy. I mean, it looks good and I liked it. I mean, his hair, it's like wild, but
yeah. Like I know. I mean, they go together, but I'm still kind of like, what is like, maybe they go too well together. Maybe you're kind of like, they just kind of look like they're just meshing together, which, you know, I love that they have this amazing love for each other and you can see it a lot like Courtney and Travis, you know, because I think they hang out together.
Yes. It's a lot going on though, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of silver,
you know,
just and sequenced together with like pink nails, which, you know, hey, they were happy. They look great. I mean, she looked like a model, of course. And then Taylor Swift in that two-piece Roberta.
That's my favorite dress of the night.
I thought it was fabulous.
I mean, yeah, her body's amazing. The two-piece set I love.
I love it.
She's always just so chic and glam, but a little more reserved, but still amazing. Yeah, I love that.
I loved that they matched the blue eyeshadow. And I'm going to tell you, like, intimidating shoulder energy is like in the season.
It's in.
That's like what's coming at you. And she had it. Like she had that. I mean, she was just squared off, but yet with the open midriff, it just really made her. I mean, she just, those pictures with her and Bad Bunny that E! News is just throwing out everywhere. I'm like, those two need to be like best friends because they
probably are.
they probably are. And they just looked or do a collab. Like that has to happen because seriously, it was just, she looked fantastic. I would agree. She was one of my favorites. I thought Miranda Lambert, I don't know if you saw what she was wearing. Gosh, it was like a silver fringe, like it was a black gown and it was like dripping in like fringe and metal. And it was very interesting. It was very interesting. It was like illusion-like, a little hypnotic, like, whoa, hey, but it was something I wouldn't expect her to wear.
That doesn't sound like her.
But she looked really good. What about Olivia Rodrigo?
Well, I liked her. I mean,
I thought she looked great.
I always think she's cute. I go for cute, and then I'm like, no, wait, she's not cute. She's, you know, she's sexy and like.
And that was Miu Miu, which you know, and I loved her little jewelry, so I had to look that up. And that's Tiffany & Co., which it was Elsa Paredes. Like she's known for that like black pendant, and I just thought it was really simple and beautiful. And I just thought that line of that dress with the shears are in this season, and we're going to get to it. Don't worry, we're going to finish it up in a minute. But yeah, I thought she looked fantastic. It was good to see Madonna, you know, even though
she's getting some backlash.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, my son said she looks just like Wednesday Addams. I love what she's wearing. You know, like that's what he said, and I was like, okay. And he didn't just say it once; he said it twice. He was like, you know, she looks just like Wednesday Addams, and you know, she said, you know. I guess like during, like right before she introduced Sam Smith and Kim, she said, "Here's what I've learned about 4 decades in music. If they call you shocking, scandalous, troublesome, problematic, provocative, or dangerous, you are definitely onto something."
You're on.
Which, I was kind of like,
all of
well,
it,
girl,
so,
all right.
I mean,
like, and is she touring soon? She might be, and I'm going to tell you, I will be there. But yeah, it was a lot going on with the hair. I think maybe if the hair was not like braided into 2 side braids that were sticking out, I don't know. I love her anyway. She's an icon.
I love her. I've always loved her.
So I can't say much. And I did think that it was very sweet that the jacket that was tailored had a little, I didn't really notice the bow until I pulled it up and really looked at it, but it was a really sweet bow. So I think she was really going for like sweet, but then, she also had that
her, like,
little
vampy
vibe. Yeah. Well, I mean, she was introducing Unholy, so it worked. I mean, I guess it worked for her. So, overall, I thought the show was great.
I thought it was great.
I really, really, really liked it. I really did.
I go for all the fashion, and all the performances.
I agree.
But what about Ben Affleck? Are you seeing all that?
Yeah, the memes.
Super sad.
Yeah, the memes where they have him and he's just like.
I mean,
well, and you gotta expect he's an actor, and I think he's got a great personality. I mean, anybody that's with J-Lo obviously has to have a pretty good personality, and I think, I mean, he showed up for her, and that's all you can say. Like, he showed up for her, but yet they kept panning to him, and he just didn't have those looks. He needs to just put that smile on his face, that megawatt smile, and he's just more like leaning into her, like, whenever we leave it, how long is this going to be? Who do you think's going to win this? I mean, that's what I'm thinking he's saying, but it's not. That's not how it's reading.
No, not at all.
So, yeah, I mean, I think overall, I thought it was great. Who was your favorite performer, do you think?
Well, I like the Sam Smith. I like that because I haven't seen them in live yet. So I thought that was really cool. And I like Bad Bunny. I mean, and I don't even really know him that well. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Way to kick it off. And it was a big production. So I thought that was awesome.
One of my best friends in Houston, Irma, I'll bring her up again. She's fantastic. She loves Bad Bunny. She's introduced me to Bad Bunny.
Oh.
And she went to his concert and she just loves him and she loves his energy. And that's really what she said. She's like, you got to listen to this guy. He just has this amazing energy. And then when he opened the show, I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I mean, we watched it. We recorded it, and Teddy and I watched it twice. We were just dancing around.
It was good. A good vibe. I mean, it's like you're getting everyone in the mood, and let's go.
I would agree. I like that. I did enjoy seeing Harry Styles, and I thought Bonnie Raitt was beautiful. Obviously, she's, I don't know about that win because I felt like because I got my favorites, but I do think
she looked very beautiful though. I really did.
She did. Mm-hmm. She did. She looked beautiful. It was nice to see her, performing and everything. It was
I thought Brandi Carlile looked great too. I liked how her wife introduced her with their children. That was pretty cool.
That album, I mean, she's fantastic. When she was on Saturday Night Live and did, I guess it's a huge hit on her album. Not the song that she sang here, but it involved the piano. And I mean, it was one that you just keep rewinding back and you're like, oh my gosh. So I would recommend, I actually got her album. It was really good. Really, awesome. Really, really good. Okay. Well, now let's talk about fashion in 2023. Are you ready for it?
Oh my goodness.
Because I am.
A lot to
tell me what
digest.
Tell me what you think.
Well, I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the new season. I'm ready to buy new things. I'm ready to buy some stuff for spring break. I'm ready to add some cool staples to my closet. There's a lot to get. There's some new things to get that I didn't hang on to. So, like some corsets. Mm-hmm. Go there.
Yeah, I don't know personally if I could pull that off, but I haven't.
You could.
I think it might have to be in the form of a dress, where it's more kind of made into a dress. But then again, I haven't. That's not something I love to wear jeans. So that's what looks great with a pair of jeans, right? So I think
over a button down.
Oh, that's a great idea. Like I hadn't thought of it like that. That's a really good idea. The one thing that I'm liking is oversize everything. I mean, come on.
It's a thing. It's happening. It's not my favorite look. I feel like I look so weird in these frumpy big things, but
I know. I'm like, you can get into your husband's clothes now. You're like, hey, I wear that big button down with, like just wear it as a dress. Like everything is huge. Wide leg jeans, oversized blazers, t-shirts. which, you know, I do like a big t-shirt, but I'm going to tell you, I do gather it. I usually don't just leave it out. I usually have to do something with it. So I don't really know. Except, you know, I'm excited about that.
Some sheer, a lot of sheer going on.
Yes, a lot of sheer, and the mini dresses and the skirts, which, you know,
I like that. I think it's fun
because you look fantastic in it. That's why you look so good.
It's easy. It's breezy. It's right. You know, not a lot to think about. Cute shoes with it.
True.
You know, you could go day to night in those.
You're right.
Little skirts, and
you know, I own them.
It's a fun.
I own some. Let's
just haven't. Those like, out, girl. Let's get them
at the very top of the closet in the very right hand corner. Like I know where they are. I'm just thinking, you know, am I going to do this? And then, you know, Y2K is back.
It's back.
So
I like it.
I know. Well, and it's so funny because I like Googled, you know, I was like, let's Google what people are saying. And so, you know, what is Google going to say? And then one of the first things that they said is, given the boldness of the style, it's easy to view it as a fashion disaster, which I was like, that's hilarious, right? Because it's just everything.
It's all over the place.
Yeah. It's basically just do whatever you want to do.
Which I think a lot of people can relate, and a lot of people can pull some stuff out that they've had.
Exactly. It's
a mishmash, and a lot goes. Anything goes.
Anything goes. Yeah. I mean, it's utility jackets are back in with wide brim hats, cowboy boots. All of that still stays. Heavy denim.
Patchwork denim.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Now, I didn't hang on to any of those.
I didn't either.
And I used to have them. Like the reduns with the patch. I mean, I just thought I'm going to trade these out, which I shouldn't have. Right? No, I shouldn't have. I should have thought a little better about that. The Wednesday Adam look's not going away. It's not. You know, lace, leather, chunky boots, silver jewelry, and of course, as you said, sheer clothing, right? That's huge.
Yes. Speaking of the chunky shoes, the chunky Mary Janes.
No, I don't like those. I
don't love that. I'm thinking like with the skirts and stuff like that, or the wide leg, but I just don't know if I'm gonna buy you a pair.
Well, I'll do a Repetto ballerina flat or a Chanel flat. You know, the ballerina flat. I think those two are great. You know, ballet flat is nice. Maybe I'll just get some ballet shoes. I don't know. You know, like that's how easy it is. I'll just go get a black pair, and I will be wearing those everywhere. But yeah, I'm not into the Mary Janes.
Giant, clunky.
I'm not.
I don't know if I'm doing it.
Well, and then the revenge heels, that's in, which I'm kind of like the kitten heel's going to be out. I don't know. For me, it might not be because
I'm still wearing mine.
I like to I feel more comfortable with that like 2 to 3 inch heel, and now we're back to 4, 4.5. And it's almost like a curved heel because that's what Rihanna was wearing in her promo ad. She had the Versace ones on that were kind of curved, so it's just really big. It's really big to get these. You know, I have them.
I have them. They're not the most comfortable for an all day. Right. I don't know if I'm going to Hy-Vee shopping in those.
No way.
But I don't know.
I know. Like for a night
out. If you get a pair in my size, let me know.
I will. You know, what size are you?
6.5.
Oh, girl, you could probably wear my stuff. Okay, yes. Yeah, I probably got, because I've got 2 different size shoes, so it's all I got. You know, you're always gonna find something in my closet. But yeah, that's a good size. So we'll definitely get you something. We'll get you like a black pair, you know, with like, you know, the strappiness on them. That's what's in.
That's what's in. I mean,
it's exciting. And you know, the color of the year, the Pantone color of the year is Viva Magenta, which
I like it.
I like it too. You know, and when I looked it up, I was like, okay, let me read a little backstory on this color and why did they pick it. You know, obviously it's in the red family, but it gives off strength. And that's what I was like, that's what was actually written next to it. And I was like, oh yeah, well, I'm feeling good. Like it's a strong color. It makes you you carry yourself a little differently, you know, and I think I'm excited.
I like it. I think it's a great color for everyone's skin tones. Most people can pull it off. Mm-hmm. Blondes, brunettes. And I think you're right with the strength because when I put on like a pop of red or something that's a little bit out of my comfort zone,
right,
I do kind of feel dialed up or like, okay, I'm in charge. Let's go.
I agree with you. And, you know, for the feminine feel, you can combine magenta, like pink hues, which I love to put pink with magenta. Or you can do like bright blues, yellows to kind of give it an edge. But there's so much that goes with it. And you can really make it pop, you know, like I'm excited about that. So since we're talking about colors, what are the colors this year? You want to go into them?
Well, we have some bright whites and vanilla creams, some lime wedge, bright greens.
Yes.
Blacks, lavenders, pastels.
That's exactly it. And,
Let's see
I like
else.
the lavender because I like that you can wear like yellow with it, blues and greens, to add some depth. And I'm loving, obviously moving to black, that it's all head to toe black. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just like
so
one black piece. It's you're going to put it on head to toe. And you see that in the collections. You're seeing that. I think the designers are coming back really strong with that heavy, head to toe black, but they're also doing it in saffron, which is saffron red.
Yep.
And with that, and it's like head to toe suiting dresses. Even the hose are
I
like
love.
that.
I'm here for that.
Yeah, I think that color
so
too
cool.
is really, really beautiful. And you can wear mustard, burgundy, yellow, like an olive green with that. Like, there's just so many different options to pull with that color. So yeah, and lime green. I mean, I'm thinking, what do I have? I have a scarf that's lime green. I didn't get rid of it.
I have nothing in lime green.
Well, that's what we're going to be getting. We're going to be getting lots
I'll
of
get some
green
accessories.
Yes.
I don't know if it's my best color against my face, but hey, I'm willing to try it. But
yeah.
I like that, going back to the black suiting,
Yeah,
I like that you could do the pastel eyes. So I'm going to try to venture out into some fun pastel eyes with my darker
I think, yes.
tones.
I like a lavender eye. I like how, like, I think that with like a violet liner or something. I know, like, yeah, you're right.
Maybe we'll do the white on the water.
Oh, we're gonna definitely do that.
My
eyes are gonna be so bright. You're gonna be looking at me like,
but that's the cool thing with like the black for spring and summer. I think that'll be like a.
And the sheer, like, that goes really good with the sheer. A really cool bralette, which I actually wore when we went to Halls. I got out of my box to have something sheer, because I usually don't ever do that, but I bought it, and it's fun. I was gonna wear it over, probably just over a sweater, under a sweater, but then ended up spraying it up. Yeah, it's fun, and you can do it at any age. There's a way to do it appropriately at any age. Like, believe me, because I'm in my mid 40s, so that's the way it goes. But yeah, I love the colors. I'm excited about that. Let's go on to the collections this year, because I know, like, spring ready to wear is out. Last November, New York, London, Milan, Paris, all that. If you can check out my blogs, I've written about pretty much most of the shows, and you can maybe get some looks. But one of my favorites is Stella McCartney. I'm just going to go into that.
I mean, she's an icon.
Let me just go into the looks. You guys can play this back. Look 6, 8, 13, 15, and 18. If you get on our website, she has all the looks there, and they're just amazing. She has a lot of, but this is what's amazing about her. This collection was made with 87% conscious materials, the brand's most responsible to date, while it also featured the luxury industry's first ever garment made of regenerative cotton. And it was a t-shirt. And it just looks so cool. And then she does a lot of jewelry over white tees,
which I love,
like, that are full on jewelry. And that was in look 6. And I just thought that was really cool. And then the cutouts. I mean, Bella Hadid came down the runway in an all black number, the black vest with the black pants, but then the cutout on the side with the, that metal, again, that metal sequence that just looks so cool. And, she just got a lot of the oversized blazers, which were amazing, and matching. I love a matching outfit. I'm going to wear a matching outfit to Galentine's Day. I love that. I love when something matches, when it's there, it's easy to put on. She did a lot of that. So yeah, I think that was for number 1. It would be to go and get myself some, like, a Stella McCartney piece. I don't know what it would be. I need a vest. Pants. Oh, those pants are killer. I would probably.
I think that you could mix in, a tee tied up, a sweater. Like, there's a lot of options with the pants, and I think it's a safe.
It's true.
Item.
That's true. It's true, because you're going to wear it over and over again.
You're going to wear it, yes. Price per wear.
What brands are you thinking of for this collection?
Well, I am thinking, I love the Zimmerman. I just
know.
looked at that. I'm like, Zimmerman all the way.
I feel like anytime yes.
My style. A lot of them are like boho, just their sheer, their fabrics are amazing. Florals, like ruffles. That's kind of my go-to for the summer.
Oh, so all Zimmerman then. And they did theirs was inspired from, like, an amusement park that existed in Sydney. like in the 1900s. So like, it's just a lot of frill and fun, but then they have these really sleek, really cool pieces. Like there was this one dress that just looked like total loungewear, and it looked like a watercolor piece. And I'm just, you're looking at it right now, right?
I love it.
And it's just beautiful. It's really like you just
cool.
looks like something you'd want to put on all the time. But I think all of their pieces, a lot of white that they did, full on white, and then they did a lot of those creamy neutrals, and they add those. Just, it's such an eclectic style. I love Zimmerman. I love what they do. They never disappoint. They don't. And then, you know, of course, one of my favorites, Victoria Beckham. I don't know what it is about her. I don't know if it's just her makeup. Is it just her?
All of her.
You know,
like her background, her story, her children, her husband, her
everything,
all of it. It's
so. I love what she does, but I loved the black suit that Gigi Hadid came out in. She had a bralette on with it, but the suit, first you're like, wait a minute, that looks too big. But then, or what is it holding up? Is that a belt? What is it? And it was like a white. She had put basically like a white, had lined it in white, just right there around that waistband. And then it kind of just like felt like there was a little part of it that felt looking like a belt. And I just thought, well, how cool is that?
And we can do that.
Yeah, I was like, let me just grab this, you know, suit and just that little touch of white around, you know, what makes a black pant. You were just talking about it, the cutout sequence in Stella McCartney. This is one with just a little bit of white on it. Maybe I'm going to start looking for some black pants with just a little extra something, that extra detail. Really, really made a difference.
Kind of adds a little sporty to the suit.
I would agree.
Your sporty spice with your.
I would agree. I loved it. And then, you know, so there's a ton of stuff out there. Get on, you know, if you're looking, I mean, I'm online all the time, but I'm always looking at new things. And I know, like, as I'm looking for new things, I know, like, there's closeouts, right? What do we need? Yeah. Like, because as you know, I'm already thinking, like, what am I going to wear in fall? I know, is that terrible?
No,
that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite seasons. You know,
mine's summer. So
yeah, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And so, like, right now, you know, it's a good time to pick up like cable knits. You know, you know that oversized cardigan's going to be in. Well, guess what? They're probably going to be 60-80% off right now. And now's the time to pick up that one that, you know, in neon green, you know, or whatever color that you want it in.
I think now's a good time too to get some suiting pieces. I would agree with you. I definitely think, I mean, you know, we were at Halls. They had some fabulous pieces on sale. They had a lot of Zimmerman on sale.
Oh, they had some great pieces.
I mean, their swimsuits are on sale already.
Oh, there was a swimsuit that I just loved. It was a one-piece thing. I loved it. So I guess like fringe is still going to be in. Sweater dresses. Oh my gosh, there was one from Farm Rio that I absolutely loved. That was at Halls that, you know, and Farm Rio does amazing prints. I love their stuff. And the end of season, it's always fun. I think that they have some great things. I know like Fair Isle sweaters are going to be back in neon print. And I just got rid of one last year. I sold it. It was cashmere.
No, and you had your eye on some neon sweaters. So I think you need to jump on it. You were honing in on some bright colored sweaters.
I know. Well, I just did. We got one in on styleandgift.com and like a magenta redone one and it's on sale. I would recommend it. And it's you know, like it's magenta. Well, it is Viva Magenta. I mean, if you need that piece, you get online right now because they have that. Yeah, tailored pants. You're right. And then Western boots and statement coats are going to be in.
Now would be a good time to search out some statement coats.
Yes, and I think there's a lot out there. Like find one with some color in it, with pattern in it. You know, like if all black's in, that's when you throw on that coat, right? Or just, well, you know, it's Y2K, so you just mix everything together.
Mix it up.
You know, just as long as you've got that one color, you've got a color that's, you know, that's pulling everything together, you can add up to 3 different patterns. Usually
it works.
It's just it's just having that color that kind of goes through. Like what I'm wearing right now, I got stripes going this way, I got stripes going down, but I've got this little bit of maroon. And I know you can't see this, but you know, if you want to get on YouTube, you can see it. But you know, just keeping that, knowing that there, you know, fashion is just a representation of who you are and what you want to exert. And sometimes you just want to throw out everything. You're like, you know what? I just want to put everything on. You know, I want to wear floral, you know, with plaid pants, you know, and so but guess what? If they both have the same color in them, just you do it. and then put a belt, to kind of help it, mute it out. But no, I do believe that, and I'm excited for this year. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too.
Could rock with my paisley.
I know we could totally do this. Oh yeah, I got 3 patterns on today. See, but I got that color in there. So yeah, I think we've had fun today. I hope you guys have too. And as we leave you, we hope you go take on the world, and we hope this podcast has helped you in some way, give you some new ideas. Especially for 2023. And help, generate your creativity, and hope you'll call your friends up and talk about, or even do like a closet switch out where you're like, hey, I need to get rid of this. Do you want this? Those are fun ways to do it. Or you can send your stuff to styleandgive.com. If you're ready to sell it, please send it to us. But, we're here every week. We're going to go over the latest fashions. We love doing this. And a reminder, if you need to get styled, or you need a closet edit, or you just want to go shopping and check some stuff out, you need to check out Tara. Tell them where they can find you.
Yep, at TaraCoglinStyling.com.
And of course, for your circular fashion needs, you can always check out our site, styleandgive.com. Or you can follow us on the gram. Please hit subscribe. Listen to us. Next week, we're going to talk about our fashion icons.
Yes, we are.
And I don't even know how long my list is going to be. I'm going to try to keep it a little shorter, but I'm not going to make any promises. I'm not going to. So that'll be fun. We can talk about, who are you looking at to try to emulate the dressing? And I always have, a couple people that I have in mind. So we're going to talk about that next week. And you guys can think about it, simmer about it for a week until you guys can listen to us, and we can all join in on the fashion talk. And of course, life as we know it, and with hilarious commentating, right?
Always.
Coming at you every single week with a high dose of positivity. Oh my God, we're out of control. So as we leave you today, please remember we are all one.
And we all have a story.
And we're all just really looking to connect. So have a great week. We'll see you next week.
See you then.